President-elect Biden is blasting President Trump for not holding Russia accountable for the widespread cyber attack on U.S. computer systems. Mr. Biden is also urging Americans to keep up the battle against COVID, saying it's time to, quote, steel our spine for the weeks ahead. Here's CBS's Nikole Killion.
President-elect Joe Biden with a blunt message to the American people today. Tens of thousands more lives will be lost in the months to come, even with the vaccine.
Our darkest days in the battle against COVID are ahead of us, not behind us.
With more than 2,500 Americans currently dying each day, President Trump again had no public events or comment on the pandemic, only focusing on what he called the rigged election. Mr. Biden suggested additional travel restrictions may be warranted as a new, more contagious strain emerges in the UK.
One of the things I'm waiting to get a response from my COVID team is whether or not we should require testing before they get on an aircraft to fly home, number one. And number two, when they get home, should they quarantine?
President Trump has also said little about the enormous hack that penetrated several government agencies and Fortune 500 companies. Today, Mr. Biden called Mr. Trump out for failing to respond.
This assault happened on Donald Trump's watch when he wasn't watching. It's still his responsibility as president to defend American interests for the next 4 weeks. But rest assured that even if he does not take it seriously, I will.
The president-elect called on the administration to publicly announce who is responsible, noting that it looked like Russia's doing. Attorney General Bill Barr and Secretary of State Mike Pompeo agree, but Mr. Trump said it may have been China and downplayed the seriousness of the hack. The president-elect was asked how he would respond.
Let us determine what the extent of the damage is, and I promise you, there'll be a response.
Meanwhile, Vice President-elect Kamala Harris's California Senate seat has been filled. On Twitter, Governor Gavin Newsom broke the news of his appointment to Secretary of State Alex Padilla, who would be the first Latino senator from the state.
I'm honored, man, and I'm humbled. I can't tell you how many pancakes my dad flipped or eggs he scrambled, trying to provide for us.
CBS News has learned Mr. Biden is nominating Connecticut Schools Commissioner Miguel Cardona as his new education secretary. Cardona, who taught public school earlier in his career, will be tasked with getting kids back in the classroom within Biden's first 100 days. Nora?
All right, Nikole Killion, thank you.